Can you imagine putting beef fat on your face every single day? Well, that is what thousands of women are doing right now after seeing it all over TikTok and Instagram. And I'll be honest with you, when I first saw this trend, I thought exactly what you're probably thinking. Surely not. I also thought that this was a 2025 trend and it had probably had its moment. But on a recent flight, there it was, popping up again in the In-Flight magazine. And so I thought this really does need a video. So I went looking for the evidence, and what I found is, well, it's a bit more complicated than either the believers or the skeptics are letting on. So today we're actually going to look at what tallow actually is, what the research says, and whether any of it lives up to the extraordinary claims being made online. Let's go. So if you're new here, hello, I'm Julie and I research skincare products and skincare trends so that you don't have to. So if you want evidence-based skincare reviews without the marketing hype, take a second right now to tap that subscribe button so that you never miss my weekly videos. Right, back to the beef fat. So what actually is beef tallow? Now, it's rendered beef fat, and it's the same fat that's been used for centuries in cooking, and historically it was used on the skin long before the modern skincare industry even existed. So rendered just means that the fat has been melted down and purified, leaving a solid, creamy substance that feels a little bit like coconut oil. So why is beef tallow everywhere for skincare at the moment? Well, two things happened at once. First of all, the clean beauty movement, and more people just wanted simpler, recognisable ingredients. And tallow is about as simple as it gets. One ingredient and no laboratory required. So second, social media, and TikTok creators started posting dramatic before and after videos claiming that tallow transformed their skin, cleared their acne, and this is the one that caught my attention, that it worked just as well as retinol. But here is what you need to know before we go any further. This trend is being heavily driven by affiliate marketing. So brands are paying creators hefty commissions for every jar sold. And that explains why hundreds of videos with millions of views all use nearly identical language to promote the same handful of brands. It's a very familiar pattern and it's always a red flag to me. Now, let's be fair, tallow does contain some genuinely interesting things. Its fatty acid profile is rich in oleic, palmitic and stearic acids, and they're all lipids that closely resembles the ones naturally found in human skin. It also contains fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E and K, which are great for skin repair and moisture retention. So there is a legitimate reason why very dry or compromised skin might respond well to it as a basic moisturiser. And because it mimics our natural skin lipids, it does absorb reasonably well and it does protect the skin barrier. So in that sense, it's not completely without merit. But, and this is where we need to slow down before we rush out and buy a tub of tallow. There's a massive gap between it's a decent moisturiser and it cures acne and replaces your retinol. And that is the gap that I'm going to fill with solid evidence today. In fact, just a few months ago, a peer-reviewed study was published specifically analysing beef tallow skincare claims on social media. And researchers examined the data across medical databases, social platforms, and published literature. And their conclusion, and I quote, "Despite growing anecdotal claims, evidence remains insufficient to support these claims, and many promotions of beef tallow for skincare are associated with financial bias." So let me translate that into plain English. The dramatic claims are not backed by clinical evidence, and a lot of the people making those claims are being paid to do so. So let's dismantle the 3 biggest claims directly. Claim 1. Tallow's fatty acids perfectly match human skin. The reality? Partly true, but the same can be said for plant oils like jojoba, squalane and rosehip, and all of those have far more published research behind them and none of the safety concerns that we're about to discuss. Claim 2. Tallow is better than retinol because it contains vitamin A. The reality? According to dermatologists and the USDA data, tallow does not contain vitamin A in any meaningful concentration. The comparison to retinol is biologically inaccurate. Retinoids have decades of rigorous clinical evidence. Tallow just has a few TikTok testimonials. It's natural, so it's safe for everyone. The reality? This is where you need to be really careful. So tallow is highly occlusive. It's going to trap in heat, bacteria and sweat, and this can lead to really heavy congestion and breakouts, especially for adults who are already managing changes in skin sensitivity or conditions like rosacea. Worse yet, the FDA doesn't regulate tallow for skincare. There's zero consistency in sourcing. What is in that jar depends entirely on what that specific animal ate, the hormones it was exposed to, and its overall health. There's no standardization, no batch testing, and no guaranteed concentration. So for those of us who care about exactly what we put on our faces, that really, really matters. So is tallow skincare worth the hype? My honest verdict: if you have extremely dry skin and you've reacted badly to conventional moisturizers and want the absolute simplest ingredient list possible, tallow might be a reasonable basic moisturiser. Nothing more, and for everyone else, better, safer alternatives really do exist. And those alternatives might be things like ceramides, hyaluronic acid and squalane for your barrier support, and retinoids, niacinamide and vitamin C for cellular anti-aging support. And none of those ingredients I've just listed come with sourcing uncertainty or pore-clogging risks. So the broader pattern here is something that we've seen before with collagen supplements, face HRT and the phytoestrogens. The marketing always runs miles ahead of the science, and your job and mine is to try and close that gap so that we really understand what we're putting on our faces and what it's going to do to help us. So if you take one thing away from today, let it be this: tallow may moisturize, but it does not transform. Please save your money for your SPF and feed your skin from the inside. Please do let me know if you've ever tried tallow skincare, or have you ever been tempted by a social media skincare trend? Or maybe there's a product or trend going around at the moment that you'd like me to debunk. I'd love to hear all of your thoughts in the comments below. Next week, I'm starting my deep dive into all things collagen. So make sure you're subscribed and turn your notifications on, because you are not going to want to miss it. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye for now.